All right. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Welcome. Hope everybody had a great week. We're going to get started with our Kabbalat Shabbat. But before then, we will light our Shabbat candles. So, Vicky, thank you so much.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kedeshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Amen. Okay, Yasher Koach, and thank you, Vicky. We're going to begin in the Siddur at the bottom of page 5 with Shalom Aleichem. Please join me at the bottom of the page. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei HaMalachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem leShalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi melech malachei hamalachim hakadosh baruch hu. Baruch hu ni leshalom malachei hashalom malachei elyon. Mi melech malachei hamalachim hakadosh baruch hu. Seitchem leshalom, malachei hashalom, malachei elyon. Mi melech malachei hamalachim hakadosh baruch hu. And we'll now turn ahead to page 11, and we'll begin with the official beginning of Kabbalat Shabbat with Lechu Neranena, Psalm 95, top of the page. Lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu neranena l'Adonai. Lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu neranena l'Adonai. Naria, naria, letzori shenu, nekadma fanav betodah. Naria, naria, letzori shenu, Bizmirot narialo, lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu neranena l'Adonai, lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu neranena l'Adonai. The heavens shall be glad and the earth rejoice, the sea and its fullness roar, the meadows and all that grows in them exult, even the trees of the forest shall sing praise, as Adonai comes to judge the earth, judging lands with righteousness and people with divine truth. We'll continue with Yismechu Hashamayim, middle of page 14. Yismechu Hashamayim, Hashamayim, Yismechu Hashamayim, Hashamayim, Yismechu Hashamayim, V'tagel haaretz. Yismechu Hashamayim, Hashamayim, Yismechu Hashamayim, Hashamayim, Yismechu Hashamayim, V'tagel haaretz. Yehiram hayam, Yehiram hayam, Yehiram hayam, umlo, Yehiram hayam, Yehiram hayam, Yehiram hayam, umlo, Yismechu hashamayim, hashamayim, Yismechu hashamayim, hashamayim, Yismechu hashamayim, Betagel haaretz. And we'll turn ahead and we'll continue with Romemu, bottom of the Hebrew section of page 20. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu vehishtachavu lehar kosho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu vehishtachavu lehar kosho. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu Adonai Eloheinu vehishtachavu lehar kosho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu vehishtachavu lehar kodesho. We will now turn the page to page 21. We'll continue with Mizmor LeDavid. Please rise. Mizmor LeDavid, Havul Adonai Bnei Elim, Havul Adonai Kavod Baoz, Havul Adonai Kevod Shemo, Ishtachavul Adonai Behadrat Kodesh, Kol Adonai Al Hamayim, El HaKavod Hirim, Adonai al mayim rabim, Kol Adonai ba'koach, Kol Adonai behadar, Kol Adonai shover arazim, Vayishaber Adonai et arzei halvanon, Vayarkidem kemo egel, Levanon vesirion kemo ben re'emim. Kol Adonai chosev leavotesh, Kol Adonai yachil midbar, yachil Adonai midbar kadesh. Kol Adonai echolel ayalot, Vayechesof yeharot, uvehechalot kulo omer kavod. Adonai lamabul yashav, Vayeshev Adonai melech leolam, Adonai oz le'amo yitain, Adonai yevarech et amo v'shalom. You may be seated. We will now recite together Lechadodi, starting on page 23. We will do the first two stanzas on page 23, the middle stanza on page 24, and then the final stanza on 25. And when we reach the final stanza, we'll rise and face the back of the chapel to welcome Shabbat. Pages 23 through 25. Lechadodi likrat kala, Penei Shabbat nekabela, Lechadodi likrat kala, Penei Shabbat nekabela. Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad, Ishmi anu el hamyuchad, Adonai echad, Ushemo echad, לשם ותפארת ולתחילה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לקראת שבת לכו ונלכה, כי מקור הברכה, מראש מקדם נסוכה, סוף מעשה במחשבה תחילה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, Penei Shabbat nekabela. Middle of 24. Hitoreri, kiva orech umiori, uri, shir daberi, kevod Adonai alayich nigla. Lecha dodi likrat kala, Penei Shabbat nekabela, Lecha dodi likrat kala, Penei Shabbat nekabela. Please rise and face the entrance, bottom of 25. Boi v'shalom ateret bala, Gam besimcha uvetzola, Toch emunei am segula, Boi chala, Lecha dodi likrat kala, Penei Shabbat nekabela, Lecha dodi likrat kala, Penei Shabbat nekabela. You may be seated. And now that we've welcomed Shabbat by singing Lecha Dodi, we'll continue with the Psalm for Shabbat, top of page 27. Mizmor shir leyom HaShabbat, tov lehodot l'Adonai, ulezamer leshimcha elyon, lehagid baboker chastecha, ve'emunatecha baleilot, alei asor v'alei navel, alei higayon bechinor, mizmor shir leyom HaShabbat, tov lehodot l'Adonai, ulezamer leshimcha elyon, elyon. The righteous flourish like the date palm, thrive like a cedar in Lebanon, planted in the house of Adonai, they flourish in our God's courtyards. Middle of page 28. Tzadikat amari ferach ke'erez balvanon Yizke shetulim beveit Adonai bechatzrot Eloheinu yafrichu od yenuvun beseva deshenim berananim Iyu lehagid Ki ashar Adonai Tsuri velo avalatabo. Before we continue with Mariv, we will now turn to page 178 and we will recite the prayer for the state of Israel. We'll begin by singing Avinu Shabbat Shamayim, and then we'll recite the prayer in English. Page 178. Avinu, Avinu, Sheba Shamayim, Sur Yisrael v'go'alo. Avinu, Avinu, Sheba Shamayim, Sur Yisrael v'go'alo. Barech, Barech, et Medinat Yisrael, Reshit Tzmichat Geulateinu, Hagen aleha bevrat chastecha, Uferos aleha sukat shelomecha. Avinu, Avinu, Sheba Shamayim, Sur Yisrael v'go'alo. Avinu, Avinu, Sheba Shamayim, Sur Yisrael v'go'alo. Avinu Sheba Shamayim, stronghold and redeemer of the people Israel, bless the state of Israel, that it may be the beginning of our redemption. Shield it with your love, spread over it the shelter of your peace, guide its leaders and advisors with your light and your truth. Help them with your good counsel, strengthen the hands of those who defend our holy land. Deliver them, crown their efforts with triumph, Bless the land with peace and its inhabitants with lasting joy, and let us say, Amen. We will now turn back a few pages to page 173, and we'll continue with the Mishaberach prayer for those who are ill. We will begin by reciting the Debbie Friedman Mishaberach, which is on the top left corner. I'll read through the names on our list, and then if anybody wants to add a name, you can go ahead and do so at that time. Same thing if you're online, you can then unmute and add a name as well. Page 173, top left corner. Mishaberach Avotenu Mikor habracha leimotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Tal ben Sarah, Shoshana bat Yocheved, Ilya Yisrael Richter ben Rachel, Fega Hana bat Sima, Ira Zelig ben Yehudit, Binyamin Leib ben Devora, Yaakov Achana bat Rivka Simcha, Shana Razel bat Sima, Freda bat Gittel, Esther Tenenbaum, Diane Chodorow, Rachel Langer, Jack Azuz, Gloria Yoder, Batya Podos, Harold Albert, Andrea Kotke, Jennifer Brown Lerner, Eva Curas, Ken Gasser, Harvey Colchin, Jennifer Hayden, Julia Damerow, Betty Harvey, Keith Harvey, Manoach Finston, Doreen Klosky, Francis Gilston, Elva Pineda, Deborah Diamond, Stanley Satz, Judy Pitkovsky, Liba Fried, Nancy Levick, Ernest Edinger, Rodney Satz, Larry Golden, Lynn Friedman, Marty Mayo, Joseph Melech, and Killian Parker.
Marion Camerlingo, Terry Lucanic, Stephen Lucanic, Rob Lucanic, Patty Locks.
And is there anyone online who would like to add a name?
Martin Macauer, Burton Zacks, Roberta Kalishman.
Alisa Raskin.
Mishaberach imotenu mekor habracha lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shelema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. May they all find the healing that they so need and so deserve. We will continue with the Mariv service now on page 39a. Since we do not have a minyan yet, we will begin with the English reading that's on the left-hand side of 39a in the middle of the page. Please join me. Baruch atah Adonai, our God, sovereign of time and space, whose word brings the evening dusk, whose wisdom opens the gates of dawn, whose understanding changes the day's division, whose will sets the succession of seasons and arranges the stars in their places in the sky, who creates day and night, who rolls light before darkness and darkness from light, who makes day pass into night, who distinguishes day from night. Adonai Tsevaot is your name. Living and ever-present God, may your rule be with us forever and ever. Baruch atah Adonai, who brings each evening's dusk. U'mavir yom u'mevin laila, u'mavdil ben yom u'vein laila, Adonai Tsevaot shemo. El chai v'chayam tamim lo chalinu leolam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai, Hamariv Aravim. We'll continue with Ahavat Olam, page 40. Ahavat Olam Beit Yisrael, Amacha Ahavta, Torah u'mitzvot, Chukim u'mishpatim, Otanu limadeta. Al kein Adonai Eloheinu, B'shokveinu u'v'kumeinu, Nasiach bechukecha, V'nismach b'divrei Toratecha, u'v'mitzvotecha, le'olam va'ed. כי הם חיינו ואורך ימינו ואורך ימינו ובהם נגה יומם ולילה יומם ולילה ואהבתך אל תסיר ממנו לעולמים ברוך אתה אדוני אוהב עמו ישראל Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha B'chol levavecha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'odecha Ve'hayu hadvarim ha'ele Asher anochi mesavecha hayom al levavecha Veshinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam V'shivtecha b'veitecha ובלכתך בדרך, ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לתותחות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך. We'll continue privately, page 42. למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים אני אדוני אלוהיכם אמת. Top of page 43a. אמת ואמונה כל זאת וקיים עלינו כי הוא אדוני אלוהינו ואין זולתו ואנחנו ישראל עמו. God brought Israel from its midst to lasting freedom and led them through the divided water of the Sea of Reeds. As their pursuers and enemies drowned in the depths, God's children beheld the power of the divine. They praised and acknowledged God's name willingly, accepting God's sovereignty. And then Moses, Miriam, and the people of Israel joyfully sang unto you. Top of page 44. ומלכותו ברצון קיבלו עליהם משה ובני ישראל לחנו שירה בשמחה רבה ואמרו כולם מי כמוך באלים אדוני מי כמוך נדר בקודש נורא תהילות אוסף אלה מלכותך ראו בניך בוקע ים לפני משה זה אלינו ואמרו אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד ונאמר כי פד אדוני את יעקב וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל. We'll continue with Hashkivenu, top of page 45. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu Leshalom V'hamidenu Malkeinu Lechayim Uferos aleinu sukat shelomecha v'takenenu beitza tova milefanecha v'hoshienu leman shemecha. Remove from us enemies, pestilence, sword, starvation, and sorrow. Remove the evil forces that surround us. Shelter us in the shadow of your wings, for you, God, watch over and deliver us, and you, God, are sovereign, merciful, and compassionate. Ensure our going and coming for life and peace, now and forever. May you spread over us your canopy of peace. Baruch atah Adonai, who spreads the canopy of peace over us, over all the people Israel, and over Jerusalem. Uferos aleinu sukat shelomecha, Baruch atah Adonai, hapores sukat shalom aleinu, ve'al kol amo Yisrael, ve'al kol amo Yisrael ve'al Yerushalayim. We will now continue with the silent private Amidah that begins on page 47. Because it is also Rosh Chodesh in addition to Shabbat, please remember the insertion that is in the middle of page 50. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amecha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amecha Tasim Leolam. Ki Atahu Melech Adon Lechol Shalom. Ki Atahu Melech Adon Lechol Shalom. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amecha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amecha Tasim Leolam. V'tov beinecha levarech et Amecha Yisrael b'chol eit u'b'chol sha'a b'shalomecha. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amecha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amecha Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. Baruch atah Adonai, who blesses your people Israel with peace. We'll continue now with the Shabbat evening Kiddush on page 55. We have some grape juice here if you would like to partake, and if you're at home, if you have grape juice or wine handy, please go ahead and get that now. We are on page 55. Thank you. Savarim Aram v'Rabbanan v'Rabbotayim Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho be'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu zikaron le'maseh bereshit ki hu yom techila lemikra'ei kodesh Zecher litziat Mitzrayim, kivanu v'acharta, ve'otanu kidashta, mikol ha'amim, ve'shabbat kodshecha, ve'ahava uvratzon, hinchaltanu, Baruch atah Adonai, mekadesh ha'shabbat. L'chaim. We'll continue with Aleinu, page 56. Aleinu l'shabeach Adon hakol v'ateit gedula sereshit shelo asanu k'wei haratzot v'lo samanu k'mishpechot ha'adama shelo samach Elokeinu kahem V'gor aleinu kechol hamonam v'anachnu korim u'mishachavim u'modim lifnei melech malachei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu shehu notei shamayim ve'yoser haaretz u'moshav yekaro b'shamayim imal u'shechinatu zo begov hei meromim Hu Eloheinu Einod Emet Malkeinu Efesulato Kakatuv Betorato Ve'adata Hayom Ve'hashevota Elevavecha Ki Adonai Hu HaElohim Bashamayim Mimal Ve'al haaretz mitachat einod al ken chavel Adonai Eloheinu. Kakatuv betoratecha Adonai Meloch leolam vaed v'ne'emar v'haya Adonai lemelech al kol haaretz Bayom hahu, Yeh Adonai echad, Ushemo echad. We will now take a moment to remember those who are no longer with us. This Shabbat, we remember the yahrzeits of Asher Mayo, Berkeley Frumkin, Bonnie Fried, David Katz, Dorothy Bendersky, Edward Greenfeld, Hyman Galanter, Jerome Kaufman, and Sarah Epstein. And if there's anyone else you are remembering this evening, please take a moment to remember them in your mind and in your heart. May their memory be for goodness and for a blessing. We'll continue with the last two verses of the Mourner's Kaddish on the bottom of page 58. Yehi Shalama Rabba Min Shemaya V'chaim Aleinu Ve'al Kol Yisrael V'imru Amen. Oseh Shalom Bimromav Hu Ya'aseh Shalom Aleinu Ve'al Kol Yisrael V'imru Amen. You may be seated. In a few moments, we are going to conclude with Adon Olam, but before then, I believe we have some announcements.
Shabbat Shalom. So this Sunday, November 3rd at 2:30, Susan Sandecker is portraying Corey ten Boom.
2:30 or
2:30.
2:30.
2:30. And then there'll be a very nice oneg afterwards. I hope everybody can attend. It's closed online, but if you get in touch with me, I'll tuck you in there. It is a fundraiser, and even if you can't attend, we appreciate your donation. And on November 16th, there's a Sparks special Havdalah program, a light dinner with Havdalah and a movie, Join or Die. And please support the shul and RSVP through the e-blast. On November 9th and 10th, Lila Cheftis is having her bat mitzvah. So please attend, and services tomorrow start at 9:30, and Shabbat Shalom.
Okay, wonderful. And then we also have the Men's Club Veterans Day brunch on Sunday, November 10th at 10:30. Okay, and RSVPs are needed for that too. Okay, we also then, what's that?
Veterans are free, but they still need to register RSVP. So
Right.
How much free?
Got it. So, and if you are a veteran, then you do get in for free, but we still need the RSVP so we know the numbers. November 23rd will also be a Viva Timmons bat mitzvah as well. We have two bat mitzvahs this month, which is a wonderful, great thing for our community. And then there are some other programs coming up also in December. There's going to be a Hanukkah Yiddish thing going on that we're still working out some of the details. And once we have the exact details, we'll let everybody know. And I think that's it. Any other community? Yes.
I saw it on a JCC email. It said community-wide Hanukkah celebration on December 15th.
Yes. Correct. That's Sunday, December 15th. I forget the exact times. I want to say it's from 1 to 3 at the
Details to follow.
Yes, and we've also been working on a Yiddish music program as well that might be part of the Hanukkah thing at the JCC too as well. So that's it. Yeah. So that we're just working out all the details. Once we have all that, we will let everybody know. Yes.
Run for their lives.
Yes, and then thank you. Every Sunday we have the Run for Their Lives program, which is put on by Leah Koshkin. That's at the JCC, towards the kind of right-hand side / back of the JCC at 12:30 every Sunday, where a small group gets together to join in solidarity to pray for the return of the hostages, and then does a little solidarity walk around the field they have back there, just to, again, show our support of Israel and solidarity with the hostages. Okay, did I miss anything? Did we miss anything? We're good? Okay. We'll have a small oneg for those who are here in the lobby. We'll conclude with Adon Olam, page 211. Adon Olam asher malach beterem kol yetzir nivra לעת נעשה וחפצו כל, אזי מלך שמו נקרא, ואחרי ככלות הכל, לבדו ימלוך נורא, והוא היה והוא הווה, והוא יהיה בתפארה, והוא אחד ואין שני, להמשיל לו להכבירה, בלי ראשית בלי תכלית, ולא העוז והמשרה, והוא אלי וחי גואלי, וצור חבלי בעת צרה, והוא ניסי ומנוס לי, מנת כוסי ביום אקרא, בידו אפקיד רוחי, בעת אישן דהירה, ועם רוחי גביעתי, אדוני לי ולא יירא. Shabbat Shalom, Chodesh Tov, everyone. See you tomorrow morning at 9:30. Have a good Shabbos. Yes.
I forgot, what is the Jewish month of starting?
Cheshvan.
Okay.
Yeah. Am Yisrael Chai, Am Yisrael Chai, Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael Chai, Am Yisrael Chai, Am Yisrael Chai, Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael, 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 Am Yisrael Chai. Good Shabbos.
Shabbat Shalom.